Oh, good day, beautiful people. I am Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a general read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. It is a good idea to have an empty cup. When you are on Lady Noble's channel, you really want to see what's up. Thank you all for stopping by and saying hi. Hello, hello there. Okay. First card we have here is Finding Your Center. Finding Your Center, collective, okay? In the back of it says, like a jelly donut full of peace. Finding your center, okay? And so Spirit is clearly saying that it's time for you to find your center. Maybe you have been anxious or nervous about something. Maybe something is bugging you. Something is igging you. Something could be getting on your nerves. You're probably saying, one more time, one more time. But Spirit is saying it's time for you to find your center, find your peace. Life is not perfect for anyone, but it's time for you to find your place of peace, collective. Whatever this is that is igging you, for you to find a way to recalibrate your energy. You could do some deep breaths, Inhale, exhale, okay? All right, about 3 of those whenever you feel anxious or maybe getting out into nature or just taking some time for yourself, okay? All right, thank you all for stopping by and saying hi. What does the collective need to know about being centered? What does the collective need to know about being more centered to get rid of this anxiousness or anxiety they may be feeling? 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Okay, the first card we have here is the Ten of Wands. So you could be in a situation where you feel like you are drained, like you feel like there could be a lot going on in your life. Maybe there's something at work going on that's making you feel dis-ease or just not content. Maybe you feel you have to work hard with the Page of Wands. You feel you have to constantly explain yourself. You feel like you're not being heard. This could be in a relationship or this could be in the workplace, okay? Maybe you feel like your opinions aren't being heard, maybe you feel like you're constantly having to make a decision, you could be going back and forth, in your mind. Should I go? Should I stay? Should I leave this job? Should I leave this connection? Should I try something new? Okay. You could be indecisive, going back and forth in your mind. You could have Libra placement somewhere in your chart. Okay. Because you are desiring some kind of fairness in your life when it comes to your career as well as your love relationship. You are desiring to be with someone who has that reciprocity, someone who is putting in just as much as you are. And so you could find yourself, being agitated and full of anxiety. And that's why Spirit is saying it's time for you to find your center. So possibly in order for you to recalibrate your energy, Source is saying you may have to separate. If you feel you're not being heard, confirmation. If you feel you're not being heard in this relationship or you're not being heard in the work setting, maybe you need to look for employment elsewhere, get that resume together. Only you can make the changes that you desire. You've been working very hard. You've been very dedicated with the Eight of Coins here, working towards achieving your goals, working towards being successful in your life. You've been working very hard, okay? And it just seems like things aren't turning out the way that you expected it to. Maybe you're dating someone and maybe they promised you commitment. Maybe they promised you maybe marriage after a certain point of time. It has not happened yet. And you're feeling like, look, I've been in this for the long haul. We've been through a lot. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. All right. Poo or get off the toilet. Okay. You've had to be strong through it all. You could have Leo placement in your chart. You've had to be strong through it all, collective. You know, you have endured a lot with this relationship, with this connection. Possibly this person has maybe been not honest with you. Maybe they have cheated and you did take them back. You forgave them. I'm also picking up on someone who could have maybe a drinking problem or a gambling problem. Maybe this is something that you're dealing with your spouse, you know, that is making you feel uncentered or anxious, okay? Because you know when they come in, they either gambled up their money. This is for somebody, it's not for everybody, or either you know they're not being faithful. Okay, all right. So you know, or they're heavily intoxicated. Okay, I'm getting a couple of different stories here. They're either not faithful, they've gambled all their money, or they're heavily intoxicated. And so when you're at home cooking and cleaning, but you know when they arrive, you know to expect something to come with that, and it could keep you just nervous. It could also fluster you. Spirit is saying it keeps you very upset, and so this does look like a situation that is a problem that they have to, you know, be aware that there's a problem, and they have to choose to want to heal and work on themselves individually. So it looks like Spirit is saying this is not for everybody, but for some people who are dealing with this, you know, who has a partner who is addicted to vices, gambling, or is not honest or cheating. You know, they cheat a lot on a male or female. Okay. You may just have to separate from this person because you are desiring to have that 10 of cups. You know, this is what you were hoping and wishing for. And you've stuck along for so many years, you know, maybe 5 years or more. I'm even hearing 10 or 15 years. Okay. You've been, you know, a fiance or engaged for a long, long time. This is not shade towards anyone. This is someone's story. Okay. So I'm picking up on your energy. You're watching this video and I'm picking up on your energy. So promises were made to you and this person. It seems like they're not committing to the promises, the things that they agreed to. And it's just causing you to be imbalanced. That's why I'm saying find your center. Okay. All right. Like a jelly donut full of peace. So it's time for you to choose yourself. Okay. Spirit is saying choose yourself. You no longer have to continue to self-sacrifice your time and your energy with this person, with the high priestess here. They want you to take the high road and choose yourself. You know, choose to save yourself now. You're very wise. You have a lot of wisdom. You know the answer to your problem, Spirit is saying. You are well aware of what needs to be done. But the choice is yours. We all have free will at the end of the day, though. But if you do choose to stay, Spirit is saying it's not going to get any better. You may be thinking if you stay a little while longer, maybe they'll change. Well, possibly not. You know, you're looking for, you know, the 10 of coins. Okay. You're looking for the 10 of coins and, you know, you're looking for the 10 of cups. Okay. Which are two positive cards. These are your intentions and this is beautiful and this is positive. But the problem is this person is not on the same page with you. Okay. They have ideas of doing other things. Okay. And there could be many reasons why this person is suffering a gambling addiction as well as maybe being addicted to different vices, you know, or whatever kind of addiction that your partner could be experiencing. There could be many reasons, and it doesn't have to be you. You know, there could be things that stem from their childhood. You know, there could be something going on within themselves that only, you know, maybe a licensed medical professional, a psychologist, a therapist, you know, maybe signing up for AA or getting treatment or help can help them, you know, with the 4 of cups. Okay. All right. Regret, apathy. Okay. So this person will regret losing you. Okay. After having you wait all this time, this person will be in heavy regret. And so I'm picking up now that you will eventually not lose, but leave this person. Okay. So you will be eventually, you know, getting your confidence together and walking away, and you will be finding your center again. And so since you are walking away, there will be new energy entering your life, which is the King of Cups. It says non-toxic masculinity, emotional maturity, and compassion. So this is the new person here, new energy. Okay, very mature, very well established, male or female. Okay, and so you know, once you separate from this current situation, collective, there is a new love interest that will be entering your life. Okay, but this energy will not arrive until you clear away the old energy that is present. Okay, all right. And so it has been a long time. And so, yes, and Spirit is saying, go ahead and heal yourself and allow this new energy to enter your life. Okay. Someone who has like minded energy, someone who has the same desires as you. Okay. The next card we have here is the Queen of Wands, and it's upside down. It says overbearing, demanding, and spiteful. So this is the energy of your ex, okay? Your soon-to-be ex, okay? Very despiteful, very overbearing, okay? Trying to be controlling. Or you could have a partner who's very compulsive or obsessive, very controlling, likes to dictate and control every move you make, want to know what you're doing every step of the way. There could be a lot of back and forth disagreements and spats over this person wanting to have so much control, okay? But this next energy here, this King of Cups, is going to be a leader. It says dependability, authority, and structure. This will be someone who has structure and very dependable and reliable. This new energy will be something much different. So Spirit is saying, go ahead, be brave. And, after you walk away and you do the healing work, that's when this new love interest, male or female, will arrive into your life. So it looks like you will be finding your center. You will be, walking onto a new path. You will also have a new love interest. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.